we'll be starting with the same voting contract that we have been using for the last 3 days. And this voting contract, in this voting contract, what we'll be adding some time constraints so that voting can be enabled only a particular time, only after that particular time has come. And we'll add some modifiers to this contract. So for that, I'll ask everyone to open this Wikipedia page that is having some definition about Unix time. So you can read this whole page, and you'll come to know that what is Unix time. So right now, for understanding it, you can take it as Unix epoch. That is actually the number of seconds that had gone from 1st January 1970 till date. So how we can have this time right now in our machine? For that, you can open a new page and you can type unixtimestamp.com. So unixtimestamp.com. Yeah, so this is the page. So please let me know if you have opened this page. I'll paste the link over here in the chat. So for everyone in this meeting. Yeah, so this is the link, unixtimestamp.com. So please let me know by typing UST or UTS. Sorry, UTS. Yeah, so yeah, very nice, very nice. So it seems like you are synced with me right now. So this is the website from which we can find the Unix timestamp according to the date and time. Okay. So suppose, as you already know, this is year 2022. Month is first month, January month. Date is 6th. Now, stamp. So this is the time that is in my machine. It is showing 12:30. So suppose I'll make it 12:35. Sorry, 12:40. We'll take it. Okay, or 12:45. So 12:45. 00 seconds. Convert. So when you'll press on convert, you'll get a Unix timestamp. That this Unix timestamp can be used for in relation to the timestamp when we are running this contract. Okay, so in this way we can do this thing. So let us do this task. So yeah, so you can read about Unix timestamp in this page also. So one more thing I just wanted you to tell about. Actually, there was another website that is down today, unfortunately. So this website is giving us a good accuracy. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll change the smart contract. So please, I'll ask everyone to open this smart contract. So you can type SC if you have opened again the smart contract, voting smart contract. So you can type SC. Yeah, very nice. So we are here. This is screen. So what we have to do is we have to add the timestamp. So for adding the timestamp, we need to have a variable that can store the timestamp. Okay. So since the timestamp is, you can see over here, these are numeric. It is a numeric data. So we can have a data type like uint or any data type that is because it will never be in negative value. So we can have uint 256. So uint 256. And name this variable as timestamp, I think. So, or we can because timestamp is actually predefined data type. So we'll take it as start time. Okay. So when we'll start the contract. So start time time. Okay. So you int start time and define this variable. So first you have to define this variable. Please be with me. So where I have defined this variable after the voter. Okay. Now how we can do what we can do is we can initialize this start time, or we can use the constructor. So I am using the constructor to give the start time to the smart contract. Okay. So what I will do, I'll type u and st, take a variable st and initialize this start time with st. Okay. So I'll type start time equal to st, just like that. Now, what we are going to do and why we are using start time. Let's suppose we are deploying this smart contract for a real world scenario where there is a voting. So you know that whenever there are elections in our country, there is some start time for that election. There is a date and the start time for that election. So suppose we are having that thing to be implemented in our system, in our blockchain network. So we can have some constraints on this voting function where voters are going to vote. So if we create one modifier like this, only voter is a modifier. Suppose I am creating a modifier such that only after the start time this function should get called. Otherwise, the voting is right now closed. Okay. So a modifier, or we can also add and time also in your so this is your task. After we will complete this session, so you can have a stop time for this voting contract, so that if after that particular stop time this should not get called, so voting is over. We can say like voting is over, nobody can vote now. So we will add a modifier only after start time. Okay. Or for very simple, only when open, only when open. So when voting is open, so we will make a modifier, and don't miss this thing that we have to add in the modifier. Now we have to type require. Now please see over here that what I'm going to do. So I am increasing the font size. So yes, increase the font size. Yeah. Okay. So here what we are going to do is require, and we need that block dot timestamp block that is going to create. So block dot timestamp. Okay, block dot timestamp should be greater than equal to, and what is we have defined earlier is the start time. So this variable start time, this variable. So the block creation should be after the start time for this function. Okay, for this only when open. So this function, code function, where we are adding this modifier only when open. So it should be greater than start time. So I'm taking this variable start time, and we can add if this condition doesn't meet, then we can add the response, like why this function cannot be called. So we can have voting, we can type voting has not yet started, voting has not yet started, we can type like that. So is it done only when open? So you can type OWO in the chat if you are done with it. OWO. Very nice, very nice. OWO. Okay, very nice. Now, since we have created this modifier in our machine, we can add this modifier in this function. So only voter is the modifier, and then only when open we can add a modifier. So somebody asked me on that day, first day, that can we add more than one modifier? Yes, we can add more than one modifier in this way. Okay. So I think we are done with this thing by for addition of timestamp. Why you are putting timestamp in the code reason? Yeah. So timestamp is the thing that we can add a functionality to the contract so that it is no. This is the timestamp of the block should be greater than equal to start time means when we will initialize this is suppose the start time is 12:45. Okay, so the function should be called at particular time that should be greater than the start time. Okay, Likita, and otherwise if this function this condition doesn't meet, then this function will not get called. So understand, like this is the real time at which voting should start. So it should be greater than the start time. Okay. So I think you have got it, Nikita, and also Sandeep. So please write. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So can we proceed with compilation of this thing? So can everybody compile this contract? Please let me know if there are some errors. Okay. So you can type compiled. Yeah, compiled you can type. Very nice. Yeah. So what we can do after compilation, uh, when we will deploy this smart contract. So here, since we have added a variable inside the constructor, so and deployment of this smart contract needs this constructor to be called. So if you are calling this constructor, you have to pass a value. So we have to pass a value here. So let us pass this value that is of 12:45. Let us create a new uh, timestamp that is 12:46. Okay, let us see if it is working or not. Otherwise, I'll tell you what is the problem behind, because I'm not sure. Sometimes in the blockchain, some things are not working. So yeah. So we have deployed this smart contract by copying this is timestamp which we have created for 12:46. Okay. So this is the timestamp that has been generated for the time that is on date 6 Jan 2022, and the time is 12:46:00. Okay, and this is 24-hour format, so we cannot type 00. Okay, so this is 12:45, 46, and this is the timestamp. And let us see. So since vote, we have added the constraint on vote. Okay, so this contract will work. It will work, but we'll see that vote function can be. It is now 12:46 right now, so we will again we'll take it to 12:50. Meanwhile, we'll wait for. Okay, so I am making it 12:50. Copying this again. I am closing this. Now we are deploying a new object. We're deploying a contract with a new object that is having timestamp of 12:50. Okay, so 12:50 and then deploy. Okay, so this is the contract. So let us add some candidate. So this is the moderator. So we'll add a candidate triple ITDMJ. So we are adding a candidate triple ITDMJ right now. So we'll see whether it is working or not. Yes, it is working. So we'll add another. This is IITK. So we'll add IITK as a candidate, and then we'll add MNIT Jaipur. So MNIT Okay. So we're adding these three candidates. Now we'll give this second. Suppose this second person wants to vote, so we are giving right this second function to vote. So I have taken this second account as a voter account. So I have copied it. Now I'll come back to the moderator and then copy this, and moderator gives him right to vote. Now suppose this is 12:47 p.m. Okay. Now let's see whether this works or not. So vote 0. Okay, vote 0, and we'll take the second account because he is the voter. Now let's see whether it is actually working or not. No. So it is saying that voting has not yet started. Can you see this thing? Voting has not yet started. Why? Because the current timestamp for the block creation is less than the timestamp when the block should be created. The timestamp at which the block should be created should be greater than 12:50. So we will wait for 12:50, and then we'll again call this function. Okay. So transaction, you can see this error. The transaction has been reverted to the initial state since voting has not been started. So I'll meanwhile I'll ask you all to do this part. So I think you have deployed the smart content and you are at the same stage. So you can type same if you are with me right now. Yeah, very nice, very nice. So we will wait till 12. Let's see, it's 00 seconds. Okay. So after 12, after 2 or 3 seconds that pass from 12:50, we'll again try to vote. So it is supposed that you are going to a particular election, that is voting center, that where the gates are closed right now. So the people are not allowing you to vote. Now you can see that the time is 12:50 p.m. and we'll wait for 2 or 3 seconds. Yeah, so I think they have been elapsed. You can get the timestamp from this website, unixtimestamp.com. You can pass a date. You can give a date. So it is asking for a date and time. Then you can press on convert and you'll get a timestamp. So let's try to vote. Now you can see that it is working. The contract is working after the time voting has been started. So I think you all have got this thing, that how you can do this thing. So you can type understood. You can type that timestamp understood. So yeah, very nice. So I'll ask everyone to do this thing and let me know. Very nice. Good, good. So in this way, we have done this thing. I'll give you another minute, and after that, we'll move to another exercise. That will take hardly 2 or 3 minutes to do that thing, and we'll complete this task and this assignment within the stipulated time. That is before 1 o'clock. No, so you cannot run it. You can leave, but I'll ask everyone to stay here because we are going for another exercise, another new exercise for you all. So okay, so the process, you can have the recording for this process because I have to tell one more thing, and it will take. Otherwise, we don't have any time. So someone, you can have the recording. You can see the recording. It is very simple thing, not a rocket science thing right now. So it will hardly take you for your 5 minutes or 10 minutes to understand. Yeah, I'm very sorry, Saman. So okay. So next thing is that suppose in this contract, if a person who is the winner actually needs there is a policy where the winner will get a treat from the moderator. Okay, so winner will get some money from the moderator. So today what we are going to do, we are adding one more thing, that is we want to send some reward, okay, to the winner. Who is the winner will get some reward. So suppose election has been completed and then there is a reward to a winner. So we want to say we want to give something to the winner. So what we will do, we will make, let's create a function such that using that function, moderator is giving some money from his wallet to winner's wallet. Okay. So what we will do, we'll create a function. Please stick with me for another 5 minutes, and then may be allowed to leave. So you can leave. It's lunchtime. So I'm telling you, function send reward to winner. So this is a function that we are making. So here we need some address. Always, if you want to send money to a person, you need some address to which we are making transaction. Okay, so we are typing address to a person. So winner address, we'll take a variable winner address. Now since winner address is getting some money, so we have to make this address as payable. Otherwise we cannot send money to this address. So we are having some winner address, and the address should be payable. Now since this function is sending some money, so we have to make it as payable. Function should also be made as payable. So public, this we add always, new thing is payable. So here function is payable as well as address is payable, and we are adding a constraint that only moderator can pay money to the winner. So only moderator. So this is what we can do in this function. Now what is the functionality inside this function? So I'll hide this thing. Yeah. So this is the thing. Now what we have to use? We have to use this address. So I'll copy this thing. Address, winner address, dot transfer. We have to transfer some money to the winner, and with some value. So message dot value. Okay. This is the only thing that you have to do. So you have to create a function. So please create a function, and if the function is created, okay, we'll see who is this. Neeraj. Neeraj, you can have that dot sol was having any kind of error, or otherwise please send me the screenshot. Okay. So this is the function that you should make. Okay. Now we are having two things. Something that is we have changed the contract with this thing, that is the start time and the time stamping. So I am creating time stamping. Okay. So times voting has already been started. So I'm again deploying this smart contract with the same value. So first I have to compile. So let's see. Yes, there are two warnings only. Okay. So we'll delete the earlier one. Now we are deploying this smart contract with some timestamp. So this is ready to be used, since we need not reset. So yeah, it is deployed. It is already 12:50, past 12:50. So now I'm doing things like Iiitdm add candidate. Okay, so we'll see whether function is working or not. Yes. Then we'll add IITK add candidate, and then MNITJ add candidate. So we have added 3 candidates. Now we are giving rights to the voters. Okay, it was the second account that we have taken. No problem. Second account is the moderator. So we are taking third account and then second account. So we have given rights to vote to the second account, sorry, third account, then fourth account. We are copying the address, give right to vote. Okay, so we right to vote. Yes. Now we have taken 2 accounts, this third and fourth account, who can vote. Okay. Now I am taking this account who is giving vote to vote 2. So he is voting to MNIT. So we can see candidate 0 is triple IT having 0 count. 1 is ITK 0 count. 2 is MNIT that has 1 vote count. So who is the winner? MNIT is the winner. So let's go to the moderator's account and then we should declare the winner. Okay. So identify winner. Okay. So who is the winner? MNITJ. Now suppose I want to send some reward to MNIT. So I should be the moderator. So this is the moderator who want to send money. So suppose we are sending money in the form of ether. So you have to pass a value that should be given. So suppose 5 ethers I am sending. From which account? From the moderator's account. I am sending 5 ethers. And we have to identify who is the winner. So suppose the last one is the account for MNIT. So we will copy this. And now moderator sends money to this account that has been copied, and that account is MNIT's account. Okay, so send reward. Okay, so last account, I'm again telling you the last account is MNIT's account that is having 100 ethers. The second account is the moderator's account who will be sending the ether. So this second account will lose some ethers and the last account will gain some ethers. Okay, so and how many ethers you have to pass it on this part. Okay, so value 5. Now send reward. Yeah, so rewards have been sent. So here you can see that MNIT has got 105 ethers because 5 ethers have been sent to the winner, and this second account lost 5 ethers. So this was the target I just wanted to tell you, if understood by you. So have you got it? So you can type got it. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, very nice. So we can conclude today's session. There's a small exercise in the part of remix, and we have done 2 things: payable accounts as well as timestamping. So I must stop recording first.
Recording stopped.
Then I must stop sharing. So, dear participants, you can rejoin today's session at 2 o'clock, and please enjoy your lunch. And Professor Billy, sir, can I take the leave?
ले कहाँ जाएगा? ऊपर जगह है, कहाँ रखेगा? ले लेता है लोग। क्या करेगा? हाँ, की करोगे ऊपर?
Okay, so participants, you may leave. Meanwhile, we'll end the meeting after 3 or 4 minutes.
कॉपी में लिखकर प्रैक्टिस कर, हैंड राइटिंग ठीक कर रहे हैं। नोट्स तो बने छोड़ दे, हैंड राइटिंग